Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Peace be upon to you. Selamat sejahtera. Okay, we talk about energy and oil price, stock market. Okay, energy and oil stock market already deflation and already cheap. It's not cheapest but it's already cheap. So you can buy the energy oil stock market already cheap. So come on, millionaires, billionaires, put your money. So come on, buy. Not say goodbye. Okay, it's not buy insane. Okay, it's so we consumer should buy for the energy and oil stock market. So already cheap, not cheapest but already cheap. So come on, anyone's millionaires, billionaires, to put your money for the energy and oil stock market already cheap. So don't be surprised. The stock market price already cheap. So take note, you can look yourself. So right now, come on, buy, jom, buy it. So already cheap. You can't have this cheap energy and oil stock market anymore. So already cheap. So it's your money, up to you. So come on. But I tell you, it's once there's a deflation of energy and oil stock market, that means be careful, the price tag will be high. That's the problem you have. So Fed government and Fed Reserve take note for the oil price tag. Once there is deflation, the lowest inflation, you know that. So take note, be careful with the price tag. Once there is a deflation, lowest inflation, so monitor it, calculate it, and audit it. So right now, energy and oil price are very cheap. It's time investors, brokers to buy the stock market. And so that details focus on the price tag, supply chain, so that your consumers can buy from you. Rather you losing money than you loan with banks. That's the dangerous part lah. I mean risk part. So be careful supply chains. When you recession, understand, that's the problem. Once you recession earlier, any supply chain, so that mostly your shareholders bonds want a yield 1 year, 2 year, 10 year, 30 year. So they want the profits, the interest, understand. So be careful with your contract, bonds, shareholders. So that your brokers monitor the stock market. So be careful. So it's time now. So energy and oil stock market already cheap, but not cheapest, already cheap. Times to you buy. It can't be low anymore. Already low already. It's 4%. It's going to 5%. So when it's go to 5% already or 6, so that it's time already cheapest already. So go and buy. When it fall to 5% or 6%, please go and buy the oil and energy stock market, and it's a good price. You can't have this price anymore. So you understood, consumers, buyers. So understand, so that unless currency is different, currency there's a buy, there's sell, it's different. If you buy, so that you buy currency, that means it's good, it's the best, because your currency is very strong. So that's why, understood. Or you print your money, so that government print their money, so buy. Understood. So that you have your own country currency very strong. So right now, cryptocurrency already cheapest, that you cannot get this cryptocurrency market, already cheapest. So jom invest, put your money, but mostly cryptocurrency and currency, mostly they will be recession a day. Take note, federal government and Federal Reserve, because why? Once they buy, they want to earn profit, or they sell, they want to earn their profit. So both ways, either they buy, they also get interest, either they sell, they got the interest. Take note. Unless they buy, no interest, that's the problem. So mostly they buy already, get the profits, then they sell. Okay, they earn the profits, but we doesn't know how many percent will be dropped from the cryptocurrency and currency. So right now already deflation, lowest inflation, already cheapest. You cannot get this cheapest cryptocurrency and crypto already cheap. So up to you to buy, is your money. But I know I will do monitor 1 day or 2 day or 3 day, you already going to sell. That means I know some investors are impatient, they want to get the profit earlier. So depends. So for the bonds and shareholders, be patient. So take note, Federal Reserve and federal government. So that means mostly the investors want to buy cheap or cheapest stock market with the supply chains. So it's up to you so that be patient, understand. But mostly or some investors impatient. When they see the profits earn a bit, a few thousand, then they sell. They sell, or 100,000, then they sell. So take note, now the oil energy already cheap price. So come on, jom buy the stock market, oil and energy. So that's why I tell you earlier, there's a game changing about the oil stock market and oil price tag. Right now what I say is true, correct? So already deflation, so already cheap price, jom, now we going to buy. So come on, it's your money. I won't force you. You want profits, you want interest, it's your money. So it's time already, the price is very cheap, the price stock market is very cheap. So it's time to jump back the price stock market, oil and energy. So but mostly some investors impatient. In 1 day, 2 day, 3 days, then they'll resell. They'll resell. You know that. Also the cryptocurrency and also crypto. You see that they impatient. It's their money. We cannot force them. It's their money. Understood. That's how. If you read about stock markets, investment and also tradings. So take note, federal government and Federal Reserve, you cannot stop them. The investors, the traders, the consumers, understand? So but the best is that I know someone from Federal Reserve want an early recession. So they not that we know she fights for the inflation. So that means she already recession. Not even a week or a month already recession. So she's scared. I think she's scared. Because the price will be expensive. That's why. And it's difficult to get a lot of investors to invest. So she's smart, the Federal Reserve, but actually you have the problem about oil price tag. Once there's a deflation, that means it's up to the supply chain, either they want to sell cheap or high price tag. So be careful. Federal government, when deflation, when the price tag goods and item is expensive, that means it's not investor problem, consumer problem. Actually, I told you earlier, don't afraid of high inflation. So it's up to them, the investors and consumers willing to buy. It's their money. You cannot force them to buy, but they watch and monitor the stock market. When the price is drop, the stock market price drop, and also the price tag should maintain. Understand? That means you have a problem with supply chains, and also the other stock market. So you must monitor, alert the chairman and the president of Federal Reserve and also federal government. So that I know, I will monitor and focus the stock market when is deflation, so that when I see high inflation, it's good. So don't worry, it's up to them to invest. It's their money, the consumer money. So take note. So I tell you already, when you recessions will be on every year of December. If you can't wait, okay, maybe coming June, half year recession. That's the best plan for the recession. Understood? Half month, then we monitor half month, and the audit calculation half month. That's the best. That mostly that how the stock market calculates and audit, and also the scale. Mostly 6 months. Then they monitor and also focus on the scale every 6 months. Either they gain profits or they lose the profit. So take note, supply chains and also Federal Reserve and federal governments. So that means when they going for bonds, and also the shareholders will be monitored and watch carefully on 6 months. That's their financial decision. Mostly the shareholders and bonds want the result from the stock market or brokers every 6 months. So Federal Reserve, federal government, take note. And also finance news, I tell you already, don't afraid of high inflation. It's the consumer's money. But when the consumer complain, then you have a problem. No, very fast already recession. Wow, you're afraid. It's their money. It's my money. Understand? Yeah, I want to invest, or others I want to invest. It's their money. If they're not willing to buy, never mind. We have other investors to buy it. So, understood? If you lost one investor, that means they make a complaint. Your price is very expensive. Wow. So, never mind. Other mid class willing to buy. So understood? So it's our money. It's their money. If they want to invest, I want to invest, it's our money. So you cannot stop us. Understood? So that means if you recession earlier, that means at least focus and monitor once already 5% low, that means 80% already they take. So it's time already, get prepared. So brokers, it's time for your big boss to buy the stock market. So in your hand, brokers, to buy the stock market. Once there is deflation, you cannot already deflation all the way, cannot. That means when you deflation all the way, the supply chain is going to become bankrupt. So be careful, brokers. It's not joking. So that tell your brokers, tell your big boss to buy. Or print the money, so that government print the money. Or loan by banks. Understood? That means they're mostly currency or cryptocurrency. So you now understand about stock market investment. You cannot control the consumers. Either they want to buy or they want to sell. So the federal government and Federal Reserve don't afraid of high inflation. It's our money. It's their money. It's up to them, they want to buy. Or if expensive, it's okay. Don't worry. Understand? But mostly the average class, the mid class, mostly they're not millionaires, but actually they want to earn the interest. That's why they tell you your stock is expensive, and also stock market price is also expensive. So take note. Once you get the feedback, the price is expensive, so don't care already. So that don't afraid with high inflation. If you so that for the big companies, so that for the bonds and shareholders, focus on every 6 months, and also 1 year recession, so you sell 80% or 5%, so you get your money, so you can pay for the employee, and also your workers, and also you can buy your supply again and again every 6 months or 1 year recession. So they're not all big boss, CEO and companies, so don't worry about high inflation. So worry about de-inflation, so you know, understand. Okay, that's why the only I focus, I tell you, focus the oil price, the oil stock market price. You see that what I say is true? Too expensive. That's why they start the recession earlier. Understand finance news? That's why. Okay. Come on. It's time. Buy the energy and the oil stock market. So already cheap. Now they don't, the supply chain oil and energy already play their price tag very high, so already deflation. Now if you learn a lesson, so that don't high the price tag. When it's go deflation, you know you're going to lose a lot of money. And when you already lowest already, you have a difficulty to recovery, so be careful. I tell you already, it's our money, and who the boss? Supply chain the boss. Okay lah, never mind, you the boss, you CEO. Yeah. So now you know that everyone is the boss. We are the buyers, we the boss. So customer is the boss. Now everyone is the boss. So when you sell, you become have a own company, So and in the end you are a slave of the money. Understand? So okay, so take note. So when it's deflation 5%, already they get the interest 80%, already good enough the inflation. So recovery back. So supply chains buka get any consumer or buyers to buy, willing to buy as soon as possible before the company supply chains will go into bankrupt. So that's a dangerous part, and also the big boss company, once they bankrupt, in the end they're not happy with you brokers. Understand? Or you get fired, and you already have a bad reputation going to other company as a booker. So they know. Okay, Wall Street Journal monitor the brokers. So don't be afraid, federal government and Federal Reserve, about high inflation. People, investors happy if they get the interest and profit, and they also love to buy. Understand? Understand? So don't worry. So now it's time to recovery back the energy and the oil stock market price, so that the oil price stay maintained. Don't be greedy. Don't give a damn what the big boss supply chain oil telling others, so that don't be copycat. Understand? You own your oil, and also you also the supply chain. So don't copycat others. Oh, hey, come on, give the price tag high. So you copycat, and in the end you will see FBI going to search for it. Who's the bugger start the all high price tag? So you know, understand? No even 1 month, just 3 months already you up the price tag, or the price tag very high. So I already focus that, you know, that I tell you earlier. So federal government and Federal Reserve monitor the oil and oil stock market scale price tag. So now you know. Understood? That's why I'm not terminated, but I love to say Hasta la vista baby, I'll be back and I'll be watching. So I will tell you to recovery right now, so that don't give the supply chain bankrupt. So brokers recovery back, get the buyers and customers to buy it as soon as possible. So any investors, consumer willing to buy, billionaires and millionaires willing to buy energy and oil price tag, oil, stock market, it's your money. I won't force you. If you're willing to buy, I thanks God, Allah, officers to Allah, Army. Thank you so much. So be your wealth healthy, and also be your wealth getting more. Amin. So smile, defense, be good. Kind and sincere, care and share, take care and stay safe. So wassalam, be peace. Amin.